And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. Yahweh Shai in the World War III, fighting against Esau and the beast.
Get the beast.
And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
There you go. See, so the Lord, when he comes back, he's gonna... Sodomy, yeah. You know, that's funny because we're just talking about sodomy, and a fucking sodomite just walked by, man. Fucking looking like Fabio and shit, man. Fabio from Paris and shit, dude. But,
like, nigga, you buff, nigga.
Oh, right.
for real, dude.
You a whole buff nigga. Look like a linebacker and shit. Look like a cold lady.
This place, man.
That's a whole buff nigga up here.
That's disgusting, bro. That's fucking disgusting. So, but yeah.
Hey, that's part of the image.
Yeah, yeah.
Holding up homosexuality, bestiality, all those that hold up that image is gonna get burnt in the lake of fire.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one of the names of blasphemy that Esau gonna get. He's in trouble with the Heavenly Father for.
Yeah.
For homosexuality.
So if you stick up for that type of lifestyle, you try to defend it in any way, you are now sided yourself with the beast. Like the scripture just said, man. The Lord's gonna make war with this spiritual beast, man. The spiritual beast is NATO, and the horror that sits upon it is America, Babylon the Great.
NATO and EU.
NATO and the EU, man, is the beast. So you see, this is ultimately the judgment that's going to come upon America, the lake of fire, those nuclear missiles, and then ultimately the judgment that's going to come upon the rest of the European nation and the other Edomites is going to be just pure destruction, along with them and those who go along with their system, man. Because there's I think it's in Kings, where they went and they took the gold from one of these places and they washed it first with water and then washed it with fire afterwards.
I'm not too sure.
It's a sin.
Yeah, grab your last one.
The first death and the last death, the second death, first with fire, first with water, second with fire. That's a spiritual indication. That's the same thing, or the same ritual of cleansing that's done in the Old Testament, man, with goods. So you see, the Lord, if you don't get right with the Lord, if you don't realize the benefits of being an Israelite, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, you are going to be destined for the nukes, the lake of fire, and salvation is going to totally pass you by. But go for it, Doc. No, go for it.
This is Revelations 18:4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities."
Yeah. There you go. So again, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, you're truly the Israelites of the Holy Bible. It's time for you to wake up and come back to your true heritage and understand what you got to do to get right before the second coming of the Lord, which we understand as a alien invasion. So with all that, I want to go and give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Kwakwadaj, double honors to my teachers and apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We're going to switch out right now, so until the next time, Akim, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, come on, Tawab, and
we gotta continue in that spirit because he was talking about the first death, the second death.
Zakar, you want to get in there, bro? Okay. Well, whoever that, just Tawab come in. That's all I have. Who ain't got it in a minute? Who ain't got it in? Any brother feel like they ain't got no reading in a minute? Any brother? Go ahead, I'm a one boss. Let's do it.
That's right, I'm a one boss.
Come on, go ahead, start him off, Mahar.
Yeah, so just like he was going into the first death, the second death, the first death by water was back in the time of Noah, right? Because the people being wicked, they were giving it to marriage and partying and stuff, and they wasn't taking heed to what Noah thing. That was the first death. Go ahead and get that, which is 2 Timothy, right? That was the first death that was by
First
water.
Peter's.
The whole earth flooded by water.
You talking about 1 Peter, you mean? Or you
Yeah,
said Timothy?
1 Peter. Second Peter. Yeah, 2 Peter. 3 and yeah, that one. So basically, most time ain't got a problem with killing everybody on the earth and saving just a few people. Remember, it's only 8 souls was saved out of that. So the most time ain't got a problem destroying 99.9% people off the earth and redeeming Hey, that's just 8 people. We don't know how many people.
Bro, you could say 99.98. You
Yeah.
could probably say that much he killed.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
99.99.
I know you could say 9.
Yeah.
Just you might as well say 99.99.
bro.
8 is not even
nobody, bro.
Yeah, it ain't even nobody. It ain't
You
nobody.
gotta think about it.
That ain't nobody.
99.99%. That only leaves 0.01%. That's reminding the scripture as like a drop away.
Yeah.
So hey, but we don't know how many people was back then. But all that matters is that, hey, the Most High ain't got a problem killing all you people, man. Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat."
Yeah, read it again.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall
Wait,
melt."
start up. To verse.
Start at 1.
Yeah, start at 1. Might as well.
Quote it out. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. "This epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance."
Right, remember the pure mind in these scriptures.
Let's get somebody on the line real quick.
You know, that's how you stir up your pure mind. Into the remembrance of these scriptures. It'll tell the scripture tell you, turn to the old ways and seek the ancient path. That's the law, that's the commandment, and that's how you stir up your pure mind. And the remembrance of these scriptures.
Yep. It says that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep.
Yeah, cause you got people that are gonna say, where the promise is coming. Some people don't even think that the Lord is coming back. They put the Lord coming afar off.
Right.
You know, they count the Lord coming slackness. Right? But he's not slackness. They say he shall surely come. Wait, he shall surely come.
And that's what you deal with the older generation. Like it said, since the fathers fell asleep, meaning your dad, he's passed away, your grandpa passed away, and everything's still the same. That's why you have older cats from the 90s and the 80s, and they talking about, man, I heard that in the 90s. Right. You know, my pops told me that. But not no understanding. That's why Peter had to edify on a 1,000 years here is one day with the Most High. He had to edify on that. But he's back in the 4th verse. It says, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Right, so they think the Most High just forgot about what's going on. They just think that everything is just running wild and rampant, and Most High went to sleep, but he didn't. He allowed these things to go on. He allowed wickedness to flourish on the earth, so we Israelites can understand wickedness, right? The tree of life, the good and the evil. Yeah. So we're in the kingdom of heaven. We will know how to learn. We will know how to judge righteously, right? Because we'll know the perfect judgment. Because it wasn't like before going off. All you know is just good. That's not perfect judgment. Cause all you know is just one side. You don't know both sides of the spectrum. Okay. Now we get into the kingdom. We're gonna know both sides of the spectrum.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I got something hot for you. It's Proverbs 22:3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Yep. You know, so hey, like the brothers, you can count the Most High slack all you want. That's a part of your test anyway. A part of the test is you have to wait when the Lord want to make his moves, and a lot of dudes fail in that aspect, and that's why when you go to Sirach the 2nd chapter, there's written what? Woe to the man who have lost patience. Because that's a part of our test, is patience. You got to wait till the Most High want to make that move.
And it's long suffering. Yeah, it's long suffering. Yeah. But hey, shit, in the meantime, like Elder Apostle Hart said, it'll take another 5 years, so fucking what? So be it. Yeah. We got to do and continue what we've been doing and continue to hold on to your faith and long suffering. That's what patience is. It's the suffer long. Yeah. You know, it doesn't matter how long it takes to suffer in that patience, do it.
Right.
Back
Yeah, back in. This second. Go ahead.
It's Sirach 39 and 33. All the works of the Lord are good, and he will give Salah. Dang. 39 and 16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season.
right, in due season, right? Because the Lord said his word shall not come back unto him void.
Yeah.
So his word go out and it could he sent it where it goes to do.
Yeah.
And it'll
Right.
accomplish. Just like water coming down and water the grass
Right.
and the flower blossom.
Right.
That's how the word of prophecy.
Yeah.
A flower, it take a days and week and month to flourish. You're not gonna just bam, you put the seed in there, then the next night you got a full bloom flower
No.
and it's flourishing. No,
It's a
it can take a
process.
minute. That's how that is, man.
Yeah.
And this season, this gonna happen, and then in the next season, they're gonna accomplish what the Lord they're gonna do in its due time.
Right, hey, a point in case, bro. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. That was written during the time of Moses. But it just took place roughly 500 years ago. Give or take, whatever you want to do. Which was us going to slavery on ships.
Right.
But the due season on that one wasn't until around the 1600s, you could say. 15, 16, 13, 1400s, man.
Right. Now, it was born in, because the year that we in, the so-called, the year 2000 that we're in now, that's just from Yahushua time
Yeah.
on the earth. Moses is before that.
Yeah.
You got to put thousands of years before Yahushua came on the scene.
You
So
can
that-
say
that's
about
the-
3 of them.
Yeah. That
They were
book was written thousands and thousands of years ago, but in a due time, like the brother just read, that's when it flourished. That's when it took a while, man.
It took a minute.
That word
Yeah.
due means perfect, right time.
Yeah.
I got another one.
All right.
It's Lamentations 3 and 24. The Lord is my portion, saith my soul. Therefore will I hope in him. The Lord is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord.
See? Yeah, that's perfect. You ain't got to break that down. It's simple, man. You got to hope and wait quietly upon the Lord, man.
Yeah.
That's easy. Well,
Nah,
I don't
it
think
ain't
it's
easy,
easy
bro.
to do. I want to say it's easy to understand.
That's right.
But to do that, you have to pray for that patience.
Yeah.
You got to pray to wait on the Lord, right?
You gotta find a joyous spot in your mind and stay there.
Right.
You know, don't ever leave that spot. 'Cause the moment
Right.
you leave that spot is the moment you start overthinking shit. you
Right.
know?
That's why you got to pray for patience. Patience is one of the key things for destiny. Get that in your patience for destiny in your soul. That's in
Which
is it
one?
in Luke? Yeah, in your patience for destiny in your soul.
Oh, yeah, that's in Luke. What is that?
Luke
16 and 32.
or 13.
Luke 6. Your place and possession your soul.
12 and 32, I think.
I got it right here. Luke 21 and 19.
Yeah, 21.
And your patience possess ye your soul.
In your patience for death. So in your patience, while you're long suffering, you gotta take hold of your spirit, which means you gotta be stir up in your mind of the longevity and the gravity of the thing.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to pray for that patience to endure until the end in the truth, man. That's why guys fall out because they don't have patience.
That's right.
They're impatient and they lack faith. Patience and faith go hand in hand. So you ain't have patience, you're not gonna sit around and wait for the Lord to come back. You're not gonna sit around and wait for prophecy to unfold. Right? Because that takes patience to do those things. You have to endure those things until it happens. That's like being a little kid getting picked up from school. Shit, there's many times I stayed at school till 5, 6 o'clock at night waiting for my mom to get picked up, man.
That's jacked up.
So I knew how to have patience for my very young age. No, for real, my mom be like, well, I'll pick you up after Oprah go off.
Oh, your mama was scared.
Or after the Lakers game go off. My mom was real like that, man.
I got another
But
one.
that's when you have to have patience, man. Go ahead.
And the scripture say he that shall endure to the end.
The same.
The same shall be saved, man. That's what goes through my mind, man. Shit, if you ain't enduring to the end, shit, how you expect to be saved? It's James 5 and 7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord.
Until-
Behold,
Yeah, until the coming of the Lord. That's why in the time when Yahushua on the thing, and, get that real quick, Matthew 24, start at 1. Because back then, they thought Yahushua was going to do his thing. They thought he was going to take down the Romans, set up the kingdom of heaven.
Acts the first chapter.
After the first chapter, they had to wait for many generations until now.
It was us, bro. Not they, it was us.
Lord's will.
Yeah, Lord's willing. Yeah, really.
This
Now,
Matthew,
finish, bro. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, we can get back to that.
this
Nice,
Matthew,
nice and loud, Doc.
this Matthew 24:1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
All right, go ahead.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, what shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
So the disciple was inquiring then, hey, when shall we know that you're gonna look for
Set the
the
kingdom
coming? So the kingdom of heaven could be established. They wanted to know then, but it was a time for Yahweh to set up the kingdom 2,000 years ago, over 2,000 years ago, to set up the kingdom of heaven. They had to wait to go into the reincarnation, the regeneration, slavery,
and all that.
Lose it, bro.
all that until now.
Fall away is a whole
Falling away
people.
first.
Yeah, the falling away first.
God damn, that shit was whack, man.
Hey, but the good thing about it is,
Going with that or-
We got it over
now.
We got over that hurdle, bro. We got over that hurdle now.
Like you said, rejoice.
rejoice.
We back.
Yeah.
You know,
You can finish that off?
right here.
Yeah.
All right, James 5:7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain.
So the husbandry is Yahweh Shai. He's waiting for that. After he go, after he finish that, go Matthew 25, like I said.
Then you
Hey,
go
really, you gotta say the Heavenly Father first.
Yeah, the Heavenly Father. How about Yahweh Shai?
Right.
Because Yahweh is the one that can send Yahweh Shai down to reap that fruit.
But then you can apply it to actual people. You know, a
Yep.
husbandman is a farmer.
Yeah.
So when he's doing this thing, he gotta wait for that fruit to cultivate, man. There you go.
Check it out. That Jude he was talking about. Jude 1:6. It say that we left our first estate and we reserved unto change of darkness until the coming of the great day of judgment.
Right. That's
You know what I'm saying? That was the Heavenly Father, like the apostle explained it. That was us coming from the spiritual realm, getting put in these bodies, waiting all the way until judgment came. But that was starting as the Genesis, though.
Yeah.
So that's a long time. Where it says the husbandman has long patience for it.
Yeah, that's a hell of a long time.
Yep. It says, be ye also patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh.
So you gotta be patient. You gotta establish. You got to build your way up to that point. Establish means to build. So you're gonna have to have a short foundation. Make sure it's solid first, and then you can start building on that. And then your faith start increasing. Your different level of patience starts to increase, and that's how you establish yourself in the patience, man.
That's right, bro. That's why one of our forefathers' name was Jeremiah. Anybody know what the word Jeremiah means? It goes back to the Hebrew meaning to set or to plant or to fix.
Yeah.
Because you gotta be set, fixed, and planted.
Yep, like a palm tree.
Yeah.
And it's scripture like that in the Apocrypha. I forgot how it goes, but it's in the Apocrypha in the Rock, I believe.
We the spiritual Jeremiahs now.
The scripture say too, count the cost.
Yep.
'Cause you don't know how long you're gonna be doing this, you know? You gotta consider shit. Am I willing to wait?
I'm willing to grow old if I have to.
That's the hard part. You know, that's like one of the hardest parts.
That's right.
Having to wait, having to endure this society, suffer every day. You gotta do the same shit every day. And it seemed like, you know, to somebody that's not really in the spirit, it seemed like nothing happened.
Hey,
But really, a lot is happening.
well, that's why the Lord referred to us as soldiers. The soldiers don't know when the war is gonna be over.
That's right.
All he knows is he had to complete the mission.
Yep.
You know.
Still gotta remain my steps as a soldier.
Yeah.
I got a quick one. This is Sirach 20 and 32. Necessary patience and seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. So it's a necessity, just like the scripture say in, let me grab it real quick. Hebrews the 10th chapter. Patience is a necessity, man.
Yep. It's necessary to have patience.
Hebrews 10 and I love the scripture. Hebrews 10 and 35. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense or reward. Woo! For you have need of patience, that after you have done the word of Most High,
So it's a need to have patience.
it's necessary.
Necessary is something that you've got to have.
Just like oxygen.
You got to have
It's necessary. If you don't have no oxygen, you through. You're done. So patience is the same thing with us. We gotta have patience, man. You gotta know how to suffer, man.
Right.
You know? It says, cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense or reward.
Right
Yeah.
there, you don't have confidence, you're not going to have patience.
Right.
Because you have confidence, you ain't going to have nothing to look forward to. Right? You're going to be a chain, which means you ain't going to have patience.
Yeah.
If you're a chain, you're not going to wait for nothing.
Yeah.
You can be like, what? Oh well.
Right.
You know? That's not the attitude to have. You got to be confident in the Lord. Right?
For you have need of patience, that after you have done the word of Most High, you might receive the promise.
Might.
That showed you that it's dealing with faith. 'Cause
Right.
it ain't no certainty that we gonna make it out of here, man. We might receive the, you know.
Yeah, that's a huge key word right there. Might.
Might.
Yeah,
They said all that, but might.
Yeah, that's
We
heavy.
see the problem.
We might make it, man.
Yeah, that's heavy as hell. That's keep you humble right there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the best part. But yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry.
Yeah,
Who's
so-
that he? I'm asking my
Outside.
brothers. That's right, man. You gotta always know, well, your outside's gonna come one day. Always tell my seeds. And who gonna come and get us? Yahweh, they say Yahweh by Shema outside. When? One day. That's what they say. One day. We don't know the day, but we know eventually he gonna come.
Right.
Yep, that's it on that, bro.
Yeah, you got that.
It is Matthew 25 and 12. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh.
Right, so that's why you gotta stay watching. That go hand with that. Because if you're not watching, you're not gonna know when the Lord comes. And how you know what to watch for it. What the brother read back in Matthew 24. These are the things to watch for. These are the signs in the heaven, the prophecy that can unfold on the earth, to know that Yahweh coming back through. That's what to watch for. It tells you in second Esdras, the measure of time jealousy in itself, and how you do that? By the prophecy. The prophecy is the measuring stick. And I tell you in the time that we're in. It's a spiritual measuring stick, that's all it is.
What does barely mean?
Truly.
Truly. You can say truly or barely like a maturity. Like it's certain, you know?
Barely, I say it to you.
Matthew 25 and 14.
Yeah, it kind of made me think of like verified.
Yeah.
Verified.
It's solidified, like. Yep. Right.
For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered them unto them his goods.
After the elect, you're gonna deliver unto them when he's good. So when he comes back, that's what he can come back to do. He can deliver unto him that's good. Right?
Truth. The truth is good, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, yep. So you got that great.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 20. It says, So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it, and I saw and spared it greatly.
The peril talking about, you know, all the evil times, the destruction, the plan, the pestilence. You can throw all that under the peril, right? Because what the scripture says of the said pearl, if you find that, of the
It's
said pearl.
2nd Ezra 9.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra 9.
Are you in there?
Oh, you in there? Is it the same verse?
I think it's like somewhere right there. I think
It's a little.
he should escape the said perils.
Yeah,
by his
yeah,
works
yeah.
in faith.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra. Fuck it. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 7.
A little louder, right?
2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, where ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation.
Of the said pearl. So, Lord willing, we those men that can be able to escape of the said pearl.
Right.
The hell, the destruction, the evil time of Jacob's trouble. Anyway, all those things, and we are able to escape those things. Go ahead.
Right, it says, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
That's right. I mean, you're gonna make it to the land. You make it out of here. The Most High you're gonna be seeing the land be refurbished for the first. You know.
Yep. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and 25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that
Right, read up a verse. Block it. 30 24.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein.
Now you can also link that up with 2 Ezra 15, 15. Go ahead.
The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Drought.
Yeah, it could be a drought, everything gonna shut down, the famine. Go ahead.
Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation and the end of your world.
Right, the end of who world? Esau. Gonna tell you, jump up to the top right there, Esau, the end of the world, and Jacob beginning with that fall.
6 and 7.
Yeah, he's in the same chapter. We go up to verse 7. Yeah. So the end of who world? Esau world.
Yep.
So whenever see the end of Esau world, man.
Yep.
Esau is read it.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of thy